So let's talk about Louhi. Very funny story. I had recorded this video originally. Then I did the tier list. Saw I made a mistake when I was recording the video. Fixed it in the tier list. So now it's upload a video that has bad information or redo the video. Unfortunately, we all know what choice I usually make on this. So let's go over Louhi again. First off, her Ascension designs are so fucking different. It's like the hair is the only thing that is similar. Everything else just has a different vibe. Like literally different time period, different country, different world is like every single Ascension. Like this is in a fairy tale. This is out in Finland, like looking like the Krampus. And then a fucking harpy, like we're in Monster Encyclopedia or one of those shows. Like you know what I'm talking about. One of those shows with monster girls like existing with humans. Ascension for every character, or an ascension for every kind of person. Base attack 12.8k. This is really good numbers, especially since, like I said, this is supposed to be like a sub DPS. She has like actual DPS numbers. And I go over this in the tier list, but I think characters like Louhi are where Quick is going in the future. Quick is probably going to specialize in doing multi-core. Well, Arts is able to do it, just not as good. And then Buster is Buster. They have Sono G for multi-core. MP charge 0.54%. Her first wave, you feel how bad this MP gain is. The first time you MP with her and see what her refund is, you notice how bad this is for her not having MP gain intrinsic to herself immediately. Quick servants without MP gain feel terrible in terms of refund. And yes, she does get it on her MP, but that's also not the number. Like the number she gets from her MP is not the number quick servants want when they're looping. Again, we'll get to that later. But yeah, there's just flaws in this kit that really stand out to me and make me hesitate to put her as main DPS when she just wants to wave clear and then let your other DPS like take a swing, and if she can get another MP, awesome. If not, is what it is. Deck. 4 hits on Quick, 2 of them 4 hits on Arts, 4 hits on Buster, 2 of these, 5 hit extra attack. We already know what support she wants to be run with. Ruler Scotty. She does not want Caster Scotty. Causer drop. Only in the sense that because she gens so many stars, she's probably gonna crit. Causer drop doesn't do anything for crit damage, just refund mostly and only if you crit. So because Causer drop is not ally dependent, it's enemy dependent, as in her car buff goes on the enemy, not the character. She might have that synergy that even like 2 Ruler Scotties like kind of doesn't have, and just works better in multi-core. So like probably one of her better multi-core teams is going to be Causer drop, Ruler Scotty, Louhi, and probably any other DPS you think can work with her, or that you would need, like based on single target, maybe AoE. Again, it depends on the node. In the current 90++ node, because you have 50% starting charge, you have far more leeway than you would if you had to start from 0. Louhi has like way less wiggle room, while starting from 50 significantly more multi-core potential, or not potential, but ease of use, multi-core ease of use. Things to note on the traits. Animal characteristics, if you need better bond gain. that's about it. Oh, Demonic Beast Servant. Just something you want to pay attention to. Sorry. Because if you haven't cleared Tunguska, well, now there's a free permanent 5-star that has, I guess, full class advantage, or has good class advantage against Koinskaya, the Beast version. Is it the best? Nope, because this is a Berserker. Still gonna die quickly. But, bring Reigns, remove the weakness, and then you have 2 times effectiveness against Koinskaya. Because Reigns does remove class disadvantage, and I believe that also applies to, like, Beast stuff. If I'm wrong on that, sorry, but, like, that kind of doesn't make sense based on Reigns' MP wording. So, forgive me if I'm wrong on that, but I kind of had no reason to think I would be wrong on that. First skill. And I'll bring up Rikyu. Rikyu has quick up and MP gain and stars. Rikyu is also much heavier towards crit. Kind of my bias there. Dodge for the entire party, 1 attack 3 turns, and puts the darkness battlefield on the field. Now, I would not say use this for multi-core because all 3 of these servants, they're all AoE. However, Phantom kind of makes the most sense because he's putting his darkness condition is now AoE MP damage for the party. And he has a debuffing MP, so he probably would be going first anyway. And him going first increases her overcharge and MP damage. So out of these 3, like, Phantom has the most use case. But you still have to, you're talking about Phantom, you have to be setting up for something. You can't just use Phantom and say, oh yeah, she puts darkness, he gives MP damage. Sure, no, like the other supports would help out Louhi specifically more than Phantom. Like you don't need to bring him just for MP damage. Come on. But setting darkness is nice. Because just like think about it, all the servants that had darkness battlefield came out this year, meaning they literally are only just getting started. Eventually in the future we'll probably get someone that scales pretty well on darkness, hell, maybe even super effective on darkness. And if it's single target, Louhi is almost like a necessity because she puts it for 5 turns as long as Louhi doesn't die. Okay, yeah, no, that's the actual problem, Louhi not dying, because this is a Berserker. How well are you going to keep a Berserker alive? Because I don't think 5 turns is a reasonable answer for non-arts. Second, okay, well, here's some stall out for you. Stun for 1 turn to all enemies. This is not a percentage. The base chance is just 100. So this just fights off normal magic resist or stun resist. Removes all defensive buffs. It'd be better if it was all buffs, but I'm not going to complain on this. She does not have like Invo Pierce on her MP. So this is her CQ utility. Yeah, like a stun, defensive buff strip. Along with being just a quick... she comes in, MP... she sticks around for 1 more turn, and then she eventually dies. That's kind of like, if you want to use her in CQs, it's kind of gonna have to be her gameplay unless she's main DPS. Inflicts poison, inflicts curse, and reduce healing received. I like this far more on a Berserker healing down than I do on like Queen of Sheba, because with Queen of Sheba, if you have that healing boss and they are a rider, you're fucked. You're not gonna stop the healing. You're just fucked. That's the one complaint I have on Queen of Sheba, in that like it just so happens that the most popular boss that heals a shit ton is a rider. Right? Demeter was a rider. Oh my fucking god, please tell me I'm not hallucinating. Or was she a caster? No, there is no shot she was a caster. Right, because Ozzy was so... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, chat. In my defense, it has been like 3+ years since I last fought Demeter. In my defense, it has actually been 3+ years since I last fought Demeter. I genuinely forgot what class she was. Pinion still stands on that. Queen of Sheba, still a caster. She's not going to do full damage against a boss that is probably going to heal more than she can deal damage. Louhi is not going to do that gimmick. Don't even know why I brought it up now, but I'm keeping it in the vid. But yeah, this enables any kind of dot things you have going on. Bob on Ski, Jock, any super effectives, any power mods. This just enables it for the DOT, and these are fairly like high value DOTs that last for 5 turns. Like a lot of the DOTs that have this duration are usually like 500 or 1,000. I think like Bob and She actually is an exception to that, but again, but yeah, Bob and She got her buff, and she just enables Bob and She. And Bavaji has so much goddamn charge, actually lines out pretty perfect that first 2 turns, neither one of them needs charge from a support. So if you bring 2 Ruler Scotties, those last 2 batteries are literally for whoever needs the MP. Just synergy I thought I'd point out there. Third skill, 80% battery for herself, 20 for the party. So yes, this is a quick servant that has a 100% battery if you have mana loading. That has never happened before. Quick servants are lucky if they get 30. Now they're giving quick servants 80 batteries. This battery is the whole reason I was hesitating on putting Louhi in EX or not. And just say she's a support and like wave clear like Khazra Drop. Because like Khazra Drop has this same shit. Except you need to have a soccer face on the field, whether it's on your side or the enemy. She's not getting that 100% battery unless you have other Sakuras. Louhi, you just need mana loading and you have the 100 battery. Last part of the skill, 30% crit attack chance down for 3 turns. And this is on a 7 turn. This is on a 7 turn. This is on a 6 turn. Skills line up pretty well. You should probably get this, but this is second priority, absolutely. Maybe even third, depends on how you want to use Louhi. Yeah, definitely get this first, and then you have 100% battery on a quick servant that can clear an entire wave, and your other quick servants now do not need to loop. Okay, no, I'm saving that for the end. I'm saving that part for the end. Because that's a little bit of rant. Yeah, if you plan on using Louhi for more crit stuff and being able to do Brave Chains, definitely unlock this. You're not going to get a good amount of refund or stars, but you sure as hell are going to get a lot of damage out of this. Definitely with a very high base attack and getting Ruler Scotty's attack buffs, this is going to do like a good amount of damage. NP, 6-hit AoE quick, 20% MP gain for herself, and then she gives 20 to the party. This activates first, this activates later. OC, MP damage, same shit. Activates first for herself, activates for the party after, and she gives herself a burn 1000 to all enemy use. So she gets all 3 DOTs. If she needs any of the CEs, any of the command codes to help build up whatever she needs, she can literally be the dot enabler, along with being like multi-core support like this. Ball and CE MP gain up 10% while she's on the field. Party MP damage up 10% while she's on the field. Mat's the level. This I have an excess amount. I don't remember why, but a lot of servants these days do not use this mat, or if they do, it's a very small amount. So finding this amount shouldn't be that hard. You can literally get this right now in the lottery by farming that last node at the very bottom that gives you a ticket. You can get these seeds to drop, or you can just go into storm pods and you can farm King Protea, and you can farm up Yggdrasil seeds. This Lost Belt 7 map. Not too many characters use sun scales, so pretty soon you're gonna start building it up, because they're unlike Lost Belt 6, where they crammed all the maths they could into older characters. For anything post Lost Belt 6, they are struggling to find characters to use this. Like, they're trying to cram these later maths down newer characters' throats. And they're not even putting it in class score, which probably would have been the better idea. Instead of using the same mats people still need for Ascension. Like, I think if you weren't gonna put these mats on newer characters, you might as well just throw it into class score, because people are already story gated to get into class score. I don't know why we're still using like Bones and Void Dust for class score when we have few characters that actually use this. And then this is also a Storm Pod map. Same thing, like you will have a lot of these unless you summon for newer characters. Don't want to say you'll have an excess of this, because I definitely don't on NA. This is a pain point for me on NA, but can't speak. Pretty sure I'm good on this on JP. Spirit Root, I don't want to talk about this right now. Ice, also a Storm Pod map. So, Louhi in the meta. She enables quick servants to not have to loop 3 waves. A lot of quick servants usually have issues with this, trying to get them to loop like art servants and get them to 50 so they can get another block 50. That's not what Louhi's trying to do. Louhi eases the burden off your other DPS because you have a free wave clear. Khazra Drop does the same thing, but only if Khazra Drop is able to actually get a 50. Usually for Khazra Drop to do it, you need 2 of them. And finding a Khazra Drop with the right CE that you need is a pain in the fucking ass on JP. Little bit of a rant here, but the extra class systems need to get reworked because it is too fucking bloated. It is way too hard finding alter egos or any extra class period on your support list, because it's either they're there or they're in your favorites. And like, that's not fair to the favorites list that it literally devolved into an extra. First it was an extra spot for casters. Now what it was supposed to be, like one of your favorite servants, or just you had, yeah, it was supposed to be for your favorite servant that you didn't want to like fit in the common spot people look for it. Like, you want to flex like a 120, a lot of people would put it in the favorites. Sorry, deep breath. But yeah, extra class is a fucking mess. Trying to find Doman is a mess. Trying to find Oberon, if you need to do double Oberon, is a mess. You cannot find Popus Johannas. You cannot find Lady Avalons that easily. You cannot find Khazra Drops. You can't find Miss Rains. The current support system is just flawed right now. It was meant for a time period where there were not that many characters. On your friends list, you don't see that many different people. Because there are 3 lists, the lists are just so bloated. Getting more supports in different slots eases the burden, especially a character like this. That's whole deal is easing the burden off Quick. Quick struggles to loop 3 waves consecutively. 2 waves, that is a completely different story for quick servants. A lot of characters I have problems with, like Achilles, if he only has to loop 2 waves, like my issue with his first skill is gone, or his third skill is gone. His MP gain is a pain, but if he doesn't need to loop another wave without it, issue I have with that skill and it needing to get buffed is kind of gone. For using Louhi, though, you also have to give up using Oberon, or you have to give up a Scotty. That's up to you. And yeah, no, that really becomes up to you. But Louhi, should you summon for this character? No. I was a dumbass and wasted my Saint Quartz and almost hit pity on my free-to-play account. Like an actual fucking dumbass. Used up all my strengthening quests for a permanent servant. And here is the main takeaway. She is permanent. You'll be able to summon for her on any banner. Will you get her on every banner? Absolutely not. But the thing is, you can get her. The chance exists. Now, I haven't gotten multiple permanents, so I'm not saying if you want her, you shouldn't summon for her. No. But me, I was trying to, it was on an account that was trying to like be smart, save my money. And I was hoping to get spooked early. Did not happen. I gambled and I lost. But at the same time, I wanted a character like this because my ult account does not have the support I need for quick that I would like, because I don't have Caster Scotty, but I do have a ton of quick servants. So Louhi, I would have just liked to get spooked by this character like super early, and that's it. Like, I don't want to say my tier list ranking was influenced by how hard it was to summon for her, but I did have to suffer doing a lot of strengthening quests on stream and just like zone out for how many I had to do. So take that as you will. I'm gonna enjoy my day. Happy holidays, because we are 2 days away from Christmas. And I am definitely streaming a lot of Lost Belt 7 and huge summons and all that stuff this week. We got more tier lists to do. I got 2 lists still to do. I finished Berserkers yesterday and I still have 2 more lists to do before the end of the year. Not much of a vacation, but is what it is for me taking too long on this. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Right, sorry, I actually forgot the reason why I had to record this, because it wasn't me actually talking about this servant. Okay, so briefly I want to talk damage, and it's not I'm not bringing up the looping numbers because I literally just did that yesterday for Rikyu. I think I showed Rikyu and Louhi. If I didn't show Rikyu in the tier list, you're gonna have to go back to the YouTube VOD to watch me go over it. But the TLDR, I forgot Shane was AoE quick, honestly, when I was talking about this. Oh well, he doesn't count anyway. Louhi has higher base damage. Her refund sucks in comparison to Rikyu, though. When I tested it yesterday, her first wave refund was 40% with Black Rail, which, you know, that sounds normal for quick servants, like around 40%. It's low, but like one more loop and she should be in 50. That same node, Rikyu looped almost 70. So yeah, you need far less charge when you use Rikyu. Damage, I fucked up in the recording originally, and I saw the same mistake happen. And it just has to be with me just fucking up in Chaldea, just not targeting Louhi with Oberon's 3rd skill. Someone else got it, just didn't pay attention. Louhi has higher base damage, but doesn't have defense down and does not have super effective. And also does not have crit, and Rikyu with defense down helps out crit far more than anything that this character has. This character does not have anything that helps with crit at all. The most you can say is giving a buster buff, but that is stretching it. So If you are looking for a sub DPS or someone else that can just do what Rikyu does, Louhi is a substitute, just not the substitute I would be thinking. It's like okay, so this is actually very, very similar to Samurabuki versus Musashi. Rikyu is able to do the farming and do the crit. Like Rikyu is like Samurabuki. Louhi is more similar to Musashi, where she has a bit more utility to her. Can do farming, but isn't gonna be your main choice for most of the runs. Like if you had the option between the two, you're probably gonna choose Rikyu over Louhi, again, unless you're doing multi-core. So TLDR, play the unit's strengths. If they can all do the role, don't get too bent up on it, because if 2 characters can do 1 role, more characters can do the role, and yeah, power creep is always a thing, yada yada yada. This is a gacha game, yada 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 yada. We all know the story. Save your money, don't be a dumbass. I'm glad I barely spend money on this account, because it would have sucked if I actually spent like $400 on a permanent character. So yeah, peace. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like or sub. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.